it's Demo Donna here with Queen & Company, and in this video I am going to be using the Say Cheese Shaped Shaker Kit. This has 3 beautiful shakers in it, and then you get enough foam and acetate to create 3 different unique shakers. You also get a fabulous stamp set and 3 still dies. In today's video, I am going to be using all 3 shakers. I'm going to be making this fabulous card designed by one of our previous designers. And this is a really fun shaker. I'm also using the new diamond refills and the brand new, you can see them in there, the brand new resin butterflies. I am then going to be showing you how to create this card here using the brand new flower resins and the Valentine foundation die set. And then I'm also going to be showing you how to create this card using the butterflies again, some foundation dies, and a couple of tips and tricks along the way. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. I am going to be creating 3 cards from the Say Cheese Shape Shaker Kit, which includes 3 different shaker designs, this beautiful stamp set, and then 3 of your double-sided foam pieces and acetate to create 3 different shakers for each design. So to get started with this card, I've gone ahead and from foundation die number 4, just cut out some white cardstock, then ran it through one of the embossing folders to create that fun texture background. I adhered that to an A2 card base. And the next step I'm gonna do, this is a really cool border from the brand new Valentine foundation set. And I went ahead and cut this out in black cardstock. Next, what I am gonna do is I am gonna create a piece that fits perfectly on my background. So what I am going to do is take my heart and I'm going to figure out how I want that laying across. Then you're going to add a little washi tape and run this through your die cut machine so it cuts out your ends. Once you do that, you are left with a nice little border that's going to fit perfectly on my background. So I'm going to take a little sheer glue and adhere that across the back of my card. So as you can see, that continues that same pattern on the ends instead of going all the way to the edge. So because I ran that through using the same number 4 foundation die, I've got those scalloped edge, that scallop edge continued on my border, my little heart border as well. Next, we are going to assemble our really cute little film strip. So I've gone ahead and cut out, I don't have the outline dies, so I just went ahead and fussy cut a little background here. And I'm again just going to add a little sheer glue to adhere this to the white cardstock background. All right, so now I've got my little film strip. And next what I'm gonna do is add in my small hearts. Now these are from the new Valentine foundation die as well, and these are the smallest of the little heart cutouts. All right, now that I have all 4 hearts added to my film strip, I am just gonna set this as a placeholder for now. I'm not gonna adhere it until I am done with my actual shaker. From foundation die number 1, I cut out this circle, which works pretty well as my outline die for this. Again, I don't have the outline dies for this kit, so I am just making do with what I have. I'm gonna peel off the protective backing, and I am just going to center this onto my circle here. Now, what you can do if you're I can still see my circle for my outline die. So you can just go ahead and take your scissors and just trim that off. There, and now I have a perfectly fit outline die. to fill up my shaker, I am gonna add a little scoop of each of the diamonds here, and I am gonna use the full rainbow. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up, and then I will show you the after. Okay, now I have my beautiful, I mean, it looks like a color wheel, but it's not a color wheel. It's my cool little film piece. And I am going to take my piece of acetate. So I'm going to carefully peel off my piece there. Place on my piece of acetate. I'm going to kind of bend it in the center, center it, and place it down on both sides. There we go. Next, what I'm going to do is just simply add a little sheer glue and place it down. All right, now it is so pretty. I love the way that this turned out. And now I'm going to go ahead and position these on my card base. And now I'm going to use my stamp set, and I'm going to be using the Hey There. And from foundation die number 1, I went ahead and cut out, you can use the orange. The paper that I'm using is the Delightful Dots paper. So that is a really fun paper pad, and I used the solids. You could use the orange to look more like tickets, or you could even stick with the black and white theme. I'm gonna layer a black and a white ticket down here. And then to trim that, I'm just gonna simply flip that over and trim that right off so that matches up with the same level of my card there. And then we are gonna add some of the brand new butterflies. Now, these butterflies are so beautiful and come in a variety of colors. There are 8 to the bundle, and I am just going to be adding 1 of each color on top of my hearts. And I've gone ahead and added my gloobers to the back of them. So now you could see I've got my red butterfly, yellow, blue, and purple. And I'm just going to add 1 more butterfly right here to the Hey There, and that guy's really gonna stand out because it's on the white cardstock. And now I have a really great card. Nice, the black and white really make all the colors for the shaker pop. And now we are gonna create 2 more cards using the Say Cheese shaker set. For the base of card 2, I've went ahead and using the Delightful Dots, cut out the pink on pink using foundation die number 8. And then foundation die number 3, I went ahead and cut out and I ran it through another embossing folder, the hearts. And I'm gonna layer those 2 as the base of my card. Okay, now that I've got my card base, I am going to assemble I am going to be using the Polaroid picture for this one. And I am just going to, I cut out a black and white and a black and white for both of them. And the first one, I am just simply going to add a little bit of sheer glue to layer these up. Okay, now that I have them both assembled, what I'm going to do is I am going to adhere my first one. So now I have my first photo attached. And next we are going to take some hearts. And these are from the Valentine foundation die set. And I am going to layer some. I'm not quite sure what colors I want to use yet. I know I want to do pink, maybe a pink and a blue. I'm going to do a pink, a blue, and a purple. And I'm going to layer those and adhere them to the center of this photo. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you is a little trick. So this is one of the open heart borders, and this is the die from the new Valentine set. And I just want to do 3 of them. So I'm going to place it back into the die. I'm going to take a piece of washi tape and fold that around and run that through my die cut machine. Now, when I ran this through, I literally just cranked my die cut machine just to hear the little first crank and then rolled it out. So you don't have to run the whole die through your machine. You're just getting that really nice heart cut. So now I have a really cute, perfectly cut out on both ends heart border. So knowing this one trick, you can take this long border and you can have it fit any of your cards. So it's really great that this is a nice symmetric border die, because you can do this trick, like I said, if you want a row of 3, if you want a row of 5, you can do any number and get a nice even cutout. I'm going to repeat this technique again. So now I'm left with these 4 hearts out of the center that I didn't use. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to remove my washi tape. And now I have 2 little 3 heart borders. And I am going to stick these to the bottom of each of my photos. Just add a couple drops of sheer glue. All right, now I've got both of my photo frames ready to go. Next, I'm going to create a shaker with this one. So again, I don't have the outline dies, so I kind of had to create a little hodgepodge one. Not ideal, but when they're sold out, it's what you got to do. Take my white cardstock and I am going to layer that. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to take just 2 little hearts. I'm going to do a blue one. I'm going to add a little sheer glue, and I'm going to do a pink one. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my toppings. I am going to be using some of the new flowers, and I am just going to grab a couple of these blue ones, maybe 2, a couple purple ones, a couple clear ones. And then I'm just going to throw in some clear diamonds. Now, when you are layering the diamonds on some thicker toppings, you just want to make sure that you don't put any on top. So I'm making sure I don't put any diamonds on top of my flowers, just so my acetate goes nicely on the top of my shaker. So there are my toppings. I am going to peel the backing off. Take my acetate. And I am just going to layer that down. There we go. And now I've got my hearts and my flowers. I think that turned out really nice. I love these new little flowers, especially the dual purposing. You could use them inside your shakers or you can use them outside. Next, what I'm going to do is adhere my decorative die. And now I'm going to be taking the new Whimsy alphabet set. And this is what these guys look like right here. You get the Whimsy alphabet and the numbers. And I went ahead and I cut out happy, and I am just going to layer those. Now I am going to start from the end here and work my way over. Snappy birthday comes in this set. So I am going to just simply take 2 Post-its, and I am covering up the word snappy while I ink this. So I'm basically masking snappy. So I've covered up a portion of my stamp. Now I'm going to take my ink And I am going to ink it up really well. There we go. Now I'm removing the Post-its, throwing those out, and I've got my, from Foundation Die number 2, this great little label. It's curling up a little bit, so I am just going to take both ends and rub it down so it's not curling up. And see how now it lays flat? That makes it much easier to stamp. Now I've got birthday, which we are gonna lay right here. And now that it's dried for a few seconds, I'm gonna add a little bit of my sheer glue. There we go. And I am going to be adhering that right on top of my, I'm gonna go right there. Now, once you give that a little bit of time to dry, you're just gonna open up your card, take your scissors and trim that so it's nice and even with your card base. Okay, last but not least, we are gonna take our other photo and adhere it. And I am going to take some of the red liner tape. Also gonna take a little sheer glue. There we go. And now we're just gonna add a few more of our flowers. I am gonna be using the small gloobers to adhere the flowers. These are the perfect size for the back of these flowers, and they're very simple to use your gloobers. All you do is peel off the clear sheet, save this. I'm just peeling it off to use at this moment. And I am gonna take my flower, stick it on the gloober that I want, and I'm gonna go right here. And now stick on my flower. So just, again, I'm just grabbing myself a gloober and sticking it on the flower, grabbing the gloober. There we go. I'm gonna go down here, and just because I'm kind of on a little bit of an edge here with my banner, I'm gonna get 2 of them just to get a little extra adhesive. And I'm gonna stick a flower right here. And then I'm gonna add a purple one on top of my purple heart. When you're done with your gloobers, just take your clear gloober sheet again and just go ahead and layer that right back onto that protective sheet and stick that back in your packaging, and then you're good to go for the next time. There we go. Lots of beautiful flowers and hearts. What a fun birthday card. And I'm going to show you one more card using a shaker from the Say Cheese shaker set. For the last card, and I'm going to be using the film strip as my shaker. These are from Foundation Die number 10, all 3 pieces that I cut out here. And again, I'm using the Delightful Dots, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere these to the base of my card. All right, I have got my teal and my red corners. Next, what I'm going to do, I've gone ahead from the Valentine's Foundation Die, and I cut out 2 of the floating heart backgrounds, and I am going to adhere them onto the Foundation Die number 10, and I'm just going to take a couple small drops of sheer glue to do that. Okay, now that I have both of them adhered, I'm simply going to flip this over and trim off anything hanging over the edge. All right, and now we have created our very fun and unique card base. Next, what I'm gonna do is create the shaker. All right, instead of using an outline die for this, I am just gonna go ahead and adhere it to our heart background here. So I'm gonna take my little piece of film and I'm gonna place it right there. I am gonna add some of my butterflies. and some of, I'm gonna go with the red. And I'm doing 4 of each of the blue and the red. And I'm also adding some of the clear. And I am going to just add a couple of these little flowers too because they're so cute. Butterflies and flowers, you can't go wrong. I'm gonna do one more clear one. And then I'm just gonna add some diamonds. Now again, when you've got a thicker topping, like my butterflies and my flowers, I just wanna make sure I don't put any of the diamonds on top of them, or it's gonna be difficult to lay down my piece of acetate. Okay, and now I'm gonna peel off the protective layer here. Add on my piece of acetate right over top there. And just seal it all around, make sure it's nice and adhered. And then next we are just gonna add our beautiful decorative die. So I'm gonna take a little sheer glue, and now I'm just gonna add some butterflies and hearts to my background, and I will be good to go. I've got my butterflies, and I also stuck a couple of the smaller little hearts on. And now I'm just gonna take some of my black pearls, and I am simply gonna stick a couple of these on the inside of my butterfly. I'm gonna go the middle size. And then the smaller size. I really like this teeny size, and these are from the epoxy flowers. All right, and there we go. We've got our beautiful new butterflies and flowers, and incorporating the really fun Say Cheese shaker set. And we created 3 cards. This design was from a previous designer, but I created these 2 as well for you. The happy birthday using the photo frames, and the smile with the film strip, and the really fun Say Cheese. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a fabulous rest of your week. Bye-bye.